Play series, we are going to. Oh, wait a minute. Exit in host mode, no longer hosting. Alright, it seems like we are live on Twitch. Alright, guys, that Northern Monkey here. And for today's free-to-play series, I can't really remember where we left off last time. I think we were just playing some ranked games. But what I failed to mention last week was that we wouldn't be playing Arena until they sorted out the server connection issues, because that's 3 tickets, potentially 3, maybe more kegs for free that we could have. But I feel like playing some Arena today, and I can combine that with the free-to-play series, because we do have the free tickets. So we will be doing Arena today. And I'm streaming this on Twitch and YouTube and whatnot, but I am recording this mainly for the YouTube series. So as long as I get all the games and I can edit it later and, you know, do all the YouTubey stuff, it'll be fine. So I'm not all that great at Arena. So what I will say is, if you are new to the game and you're just jumping into the Arena to use your tickets, is to use the Team Arituza tier list. I will put the link to that in the description for this video. And just go by the tier list, you can't really go wrong there. It is nice to be able to pick up synergies and know what's good and what isn't, sort of off the top of your head. But going by the tier list, you can't really go wrong. Something I was going to do last week that I forgot was do the keg counter, which we now have down here in the bottom corner. I'm sure we opened the initial 17 kegs and then like 1 additional keg from dailies. But let's just get right into Arena. I'm not going to be using the tier list today. I'm quite comfortable in the choices that I make in Arena. But you should use it for definite. Now, it seems we've only got 3 tickets, even though they gave us 3 to start out with. And then apparently they should have given us another 3 tickets. So I thought we'd have had 6 tickets. But maybe that's been a bit too greedy. So we'll just have 1 ticket. 3 tickets. So that's at least 3 kegs, so we can't complain. First pick, we could pick a renew, because we are going to get... The thing is, if we pick renew, that's going to force us to play into round 1 and 2, which isn't really ideal. I mean, we know for sure we're going to get 2 more golds, because I think you're guaranteed 3 golds, 3 silvers and 3 bronzes, right? A bronze or silver item, or create a bronze or silver alchemy card. It's not a bad first pick, really. You can sort of steer your deck towards picking items, can't you? Triss is a solid 15 and removal. I wouldn't pick Vatier, even as a first pick. I think we'll go for Kian and just keep in mind that we can tutor out items for the rest of the run. This is an item, so this is a good start. A 4 into a 5, that gives us 5, so that's a 14-point gold. That's a 14-point gold. Do we ever just pick the Trebuchet that gets removed? I mean, Trebuchet is a decent engine and it does force them to have an answer. It also synergizes with stuff like Vabion if he comes up further afield. I think I might just pick... At least if I pick the bloody flail here, we know we've got some synergy with the Kian. It might not be the optimal pick going by the tier list, but with the synergy, it's a 14-point removal. Let's just pick the flail here. And now we've sort of reset, we're back to where we started, we don't have to think too much about items. More items is better, obviously, if they're good quality, good high tier items, but we don't have to worry about it so much. No. These are all pretty situational picks. That's a revealed unit. These are awful. let's just say it how it is. These picks are pretty damn awful. I think we just go for the Alpha Werewolf, just because it's 10 points. It's a 10-point bronze. I never pick the Siege Master here in the hopes that I get some synergy later on, do I? It'd be quite an early pick, so it wouldn't be terrible, I suppose, but... And there are a lot of machines. A lot of machines. Okay, let's just go for the Siege Master. We'll risk it this time. I think this is always the Stribog Runestone. Skellige Runestone's quite good. Marana Runestone's quite good too. And these are items, so Kian can tutor these out, which is really, really good. So I think this is also another Runestone. Draug's actually quite high up in the tier list, I think. Thing is, it forces you to play into the earlier rounds, which is something we're not always, maybe not always wanting to do. If we had the Nilfgaard Runestone, I would probably pick Menno here, because there's good synergy there, but we don't. Play a random bronze or silver unit from your deck. Is that ever good? I mean, that just sounds like a gold Stennis. Would have much synergy for his first things. Deal 3 damage to odd power or even power. There isn't much synergy there. So it's just like a gold Stennis without the armor. I don't rate that too highly. That has to be pretty bad. Zoltan's is a pretty reliable, what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 14 because they keep the agitator, don't they? Or 16 if we buff our own guys. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. It's a solid 18. I think you just take the Zoltan here. Skellen for sure. He's top tier. Amazing card in Arena. The Archgriffin has to be for just hazard clear. I mean, we have got 2 runestones to create into some weather clear, but it's not like having the real thing, is it? Without having any alchemy synergy. This could be used by Kian, but resurrect a bronze beast or cultist. We don't have any. And we've got too many items now. We're going a bit overboard with the Kian synergy, so we'll just take the Archgriffin here. Shoop. Shoop. We haven't got any... Right, let's not brick Shoop this run. The last 2 times I've had Shoop, I've bricked him. Let's not do that again. Priscilla, really good. Bronze Organic or Hazard card. We haven't got any Bronze Organic or Hazard cards. Is this just a Nilfgaardian Knight because the rest are pretty poor? We still haven't got a machine, so our Siege Master's looking pretty dire at the moment. But we're not quite halfway through yet. We'll pick the Nilfgaardian Knight here. Striga for sure. Although could Nature's gift into a Runestone. But I love Striga. Striga's really, really strong. 6 deal 8 can be tutored out by Heim if we get a Heim. Because his curse is good curse synergy there. It's good with Bruver because you can just pull him at will. But yeah, we'll take Striga, stuff it. And we've got Kian to tutor out these anyway, so we don't need two ways to tutor them out. Deal 7 damage to an enemy or set a revealed opposing unit to 1. This reveals our own units, so that doesn't really work. So 6 deal 7. We don't have a Death Wish unit, I don't think, do we? No? This could just be a Sire. To brick their draws, maybe. Is there anything we'd want to put back in our own deck? Maybe the Runestones. If we get them in hand, we can use them, aside them back, and then keying them out. So there is some synergy there. Plus, she's an 11 body, isn't she? She's 11 strength. This is probably Monster's Runestone. Monster's Nest. The Monster Runestone's not that great. Monster's Nest is pretty good. It's got a Barbagazi for the dry pass round. It's got a Ghoul, and we've got a Sire to eat. So yeah, this is definitely Monster's Nest. But we haven't already got one, so we're not bricking Shoop. Ooh. God. We're getting all the runestones, aren't we? This could be a Goliath, just for the finisher. The 17-point finisher. Does she have any synergy with anything? Not by the looks of things. Create a Bronze Nilfgaardian Soldier. That's not really got much synergy. I think this is just Goliath. I mean, the Nilfgaard runestone's really good, but we don't want all the runestones, surely. So 17-point finisher. Okay, we'll go for it. Oh, the runestone again, but we've got a Toad Prince, and I love having cycle. I really love being able to cycle through my deck, and it's cursed in case we get Heim, which is a long shot, but you never know. It's good on its own though. It can consume this Nilfgaardian Knight, which is not too great on its own. So there's a lot of good targets for the Toad Prince there. There's a lot of good targets with Right Head Officer. We don't want to have any machines yet. This would be good synergy with the Siege Master, but we haven't got any. This has got good synergy with our Cursed units, our Toad Prince and our Strigger. 4 deal 7. Is that better than 5? Swap a card. I don't think so. This could be a 17-point play if we don't get the Toad Prince. Huh. I mean, you could force this out, but it's never good. You don't want to save this as your finisher. The Nilfgaardian Knight and the Soldier. I think we'll just take the Officer here. Although we don't have much removal, do we? We've only got the... We've got the Flail and the Strigger. 2 runestones and a Shoop. 4 deal 7. It's only an 11-point. And it only works. It could just be a dead 4, couldn't it? If you don't have any cursed units on board. Does this make it? This is all insectoids and necrophages. Huh. I'd say we just pick the Right Head Officer. Just in case we get no machines as well. They can swap out the Siege Master. Oh, we'd love a second Skeleton, but this is a Vilgefortz because we don't want to brick our Shoop. This is looking like a pretty nice run so far. We haven't got any machines for that. This is just Alba Armoured Cavalry. Oh, this has got some... It's got no synergy. If this just copied, if this is a spotter, that'd be better. So we'll just take the Armoured Cavalry here. Do we need a lock or do we need an Ifrit? What's the Ifrit got synergy with? It's a construct. False Siri. They've always got a way to deal with False Siri. Pretty much always, whether it's a Vilgefortz or a lock or a Zap. We don't have many dwarves. I think this is probably a Donar. We could Donar and then steal one of their high value bronzes or silvers. High value bronzes because it only takes bronzes for the ghoul from Monster's Nest. But this is just a lot of points, isn't it? This is also an officer, a silver officer, if we get a Nilfgaardian Gate. We don't have any of us. Do we have any other officers? Yeah, we've got a Right Head Officer. It's not really what you want to be getting from a gate though, is it? I think this is just an Ifrit. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is a decent solid amount of points there. Move units. Have we got anything with armour? Just this got 2 armour. We don't have anything with armour really. This is going to be bricked, I can feel it now. Oh. I think this is a Dwarven Mercenary. It's nice to be able to move opponents around as well as move ourselves around. Do we have any bronze special cards? A Bloody Flail. So this could be a Bloody Flail. That's a 1. That's a 11-point bronze. Thin your deck by 1. It could also be a dead 1 if we pick up the Bloody Flail in hand, which is never good, is it? Have we got any spy synergy? No, not really. Is it ever the rot fiend here? Do we have a way to kill it? To consume it? We do with the monster's nest if we didn't want to make a ghoul. We could Vilgefortz it as well. So we can Vilgefortz it, we can monster's nest, consume it with a Barbagazi. Any other ways of killing it? Not really. I think it's just the best choice, isn't it? A Vilgefortz finisher. Svanridge, I like being able to cycle. This is definitely a death mode though, no question. We're not going to brick our Barbagazi, our sheep, so we're not... Is that a standard bearer? What have we already got? An armoured cavalry, so this is probably the pick. Another engine. Unless we've got a machine here, which we don't. I can't believe we haven't come across a single machine. We don't have any way to damage this Ancrate Greatsword, so this is probably just a neophyte. Does it have any anti-synergy with our deck? It boosts... it doesn't have any anti-synergy. So we take the neophyte here, because there's no way to damage this. No, we didn't get a machine. We didn't get a bronze or silver machine. So this has got good synergy with the Dwarven Mercenary. We're going to deal 2 damage to a random enemy. No spy synergy for the Arbalest. Nope. Not by the looks of it. A hazard. Is there anything good we can do with a hazard? What is it? Special hazard boon. And silver alchemy card, a player bronze or silver item from your deck. Right, okay. Hazard or boon. I don't think there's any synergy there. So this is probably the Bowman. 7 deal 3 or 7 deal 2 plus being able to move stuff around. Or is it this? We just put it in weather and let it tick down. We can try the Redanian Knight, can't we? What are we wanting to Emir? Is it ever Dadavid? We could Emir the Death Mold. We could Emir the Dwarven Mercenary. If we wanted to move things around with a... Oh no, we didn't pick her, did we? No. We could Emir the Strigger. The Archgriffin. There's not that many great Emir targets, really, is there? Maybe we get something from the runestones that we can Emir. Ifrit. We can get a bit more damage out of Ifrit. Like 3 more damage. Hardly seems worth it, does it? A Sire. We haven't got very many good Emir targets apart from Death Mold. Is it just Radovid then? Solid 14 points with locks. We didn't pick the Donar, did we? So maybe Radovid would be a nice pick here. Do you ever pick Radovid over Emir? Let's think about this again. There's Death Mode. There's Dwarven Merc. There's no use, that's pointless, isn't it? Because we didn't pick the other thing. So there's just Death Mold, Strigger. 2 good targets. 2 runestones, Death Mold, Strigger, Archgriffin, Right-Head Officer to mess with our hand. Although we're potentially losing points there as well. Then again, you could play Emir, then the Officer, switch something out, then pick him back up, and then Emir's the only thing left on board. And that way you've done a bit of cycle, kept the Officer for another bit of cycle, and got rid of a card you don't want. You could also pick the Goliath up if it gets damaged and replay it again. Okay, let's pick him here. It's got some synergy here. This deck is looking okay. It should probably go to 3 wins at least. We've got a lot of bronzes. We've got Shoop, Vilgefortz, and Stefan Skellen. They're all top tier. Some some synergy with Archean. Priscilla's just pure points. We should go solid 5 wins in the right hands. In my hands, maybe 3 wins, depending on the decks we come across. Back in a second, and then we will get this run underway. Right then, let's get this show on the road. Let's see how we do in our free-to-play arena. 1 of 3 tickets.
Nad's tie cellmate tower.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
Unseen Elder, that's bad for our Goliath finisher. We don't want to be playing many of these from hand, especially not like the Flail. We can consume the Nilfgaardian Knight. That's not too bad. We've got a lot of not really interesting cards in our hand right now. Let's get rid of some of these. Okay. Do we even care about carryover? I don't think we do really, do we? If we're just going to be dry passing the next round anyway, I mean, we've got no reason to play into it. We may as well just offload a bad card. Is this our worst card? It's definitely, I don't think this is a hand that you can 2-0 somebody with.
Best give up now!
A long round 3.
Oh, those scummers are in for a world of hurt.
That's a bit sad. Right, we've got Skellen and we've got ways to cycle through the deck. So we want to use Skellen first to get our Kian out. Maybe our Vilgaforts, no, our Vilgaforts for sure. I think we just death mold that. We've got him here to pick him back up if he weathers us. We don't have Strigger in hand.
Your will be done, sire.
Let's see how he wants to play. If he's going to go for 2 rows or 1 row or whatever.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage. Oh, blast this cold.
Please don't Shirard us. Don't Shirard, no you can't.
Because Master Gehenna wills it so.
Nice play, nice absolute hard counter, but I've got 2 cycles. So I can consume this Nilfgaardian Knight and then push the Golem out. So that's fine with me. He obviously doesn't have Shirard, or he would have used him there. Then again, he'd be getting a brick shoop.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
I can't even remember the shoop options. I mean, it's usually draw a card, isn't it, right? Drawing a card's really strong in Arena, but we've got so many bronzes in our deck that maybe it's not. I can do the 10 deal, 5 to each side. Oh, it's got a Blue Dream, which is unfortunate. If we had Shirard, we could punish that.
Your will be done, sire.
Let's just stop that ticking for now. We need to get our engine out. And we're not worried about more weather because we've got 2 runestones in hand. And bloody shoop. How much do we even care about that? That's two a turn. We're quite far ahead. We're quite far behind, I mean. He's got a weather clear. His deck seems pretty decent. So we're not playing against a bad deck, that's for sure. Do we have any... We have Dwarven Merc.
Mahakam! Now we must stick together.
That gives us more value on our sheep if we do the 10 deal 5 on each side. Just to make sure we've got stuff to hit. We still haven't got our engine out.
The Nordlings' hatred for us will never wane.
Let's play around Milane.
Alba!
Sheep actually lets me play a bronze unit from deck, doesn't it? So I could play Strigger or Ifrit or something.
Gods, not a moment's peace.
Is this just Jenge for points? Well, it's the same. This is the same amount of points as this. No, this is actually more points. Okay, we'll take this. And now we're going to sheep and see if we can get hazards. She's played his Gremist offensively. So I don't expect him to have more weather clear. Okay, shoot one time.
Good Gwendicon! Bestestest!
Unfortunately, we didn't get the multiple weather option from sheep there.
As you command, Your Majesty.
So now he's just going for the full weather, and there's not much we can do about it, really. There's not much we can do. What can we eat? We don't really have anything to eat with our ghoul. We could always Barbagazi something that's in one of these rows. I could. What's going to be the most? I mean, this is going to get two. This is going to get value whatever I do with this monster's nest, right? Have I got any consumes? I don't.
Well, how about a game of Gwent?
I wonder what finishes he's got. We've got 17 points here, and this is...
Why should I help you?
So we 22. We need to do 22 more than 22 points. Our ghoul's really bad. Rot Fiend we can't consume and it won't tick down. Ghoul is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we've lost our first game.
Always willing, pal. Reckon right.
It just looks like we lost the attrition game here. Andy's got sheep. Okay, fair play. So we both had sheep. His deck's really good. Caretaker, Caranthea, Shoop, Ancestor. I can't see how we win this. Is anything going to die that's high value? No. It's probably still just a ghoul. A Rot Fiend doesn't do anything for us here. Yeah, we probably can't even catch up with the cards we've got left. Yeah, we can't catch up.
Good grief.
Let's try that again.
Squesme Evelian.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
We've got nearly all our golds apart from sheep, but we can get sheep with skeleton. This gives us carryover if you dry passes.
Interesting. My studies are more important than this.
14. We can do 4. We can do 14. Just to catch up. We're a bit capped unless we get something really good out of the Skellige Runestone, but he's just used a silver. We're looking at having to use a gold, which isn't good. We could just pass. Should have just taken your card.
What do you need me to do?
Now we just defend our card. See, see if we get an opportunity to get Stefan Skellen out ourselves.
Mistake.
Like
I'm
now.
no mage.
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
I shan't disappoint my king.
As good as dead, that lot.
Let's just invest into the next round.
None shall tread on us!
Get rid of some of our rubbish cards.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vart.
We haven't got any more soldiers, so we may as well play this.
Make your emperor proud.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
As you command, Your Majesty.
That should stop him playing any more weather, because he knows I've got the death mold in hand. It's good insurance.
You'll regret your mum ever squirted you out.
$18, $19, $20, $21. Okay, we don't want to put that into Gigny range. Let's just get rid of this guy. So we've got Runestone on a stick, we've got Flail on a stick, Zap, Clear, Create. We'll have Shoot next round as well.
Squesme, Evelian.
We might get some carryover from this Runestone. And we should be a card up. This is again another low tempo play. We may as well just go for the Yarp in here. Carry over. None. 7 deal 5. It's a 12 point. Whereas this is a Dwarven Merc.
Our brothers in the valleys need us.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
Still out of Igni range on this row. Here they've only got the 10 to hit. That's not a very good Igni.
At last.
So it looks like he wants to play into this round. We could try create more carryover with the Runestone, perhaps. We could make a resilient shoe. That just gets removed though, doesn't it? He's not getting his card back. As long as we've got Vilga Forts and Shoop, I don't see how we lose.
Magic sows chaos.
Priscilla gets worse into a slower round. Zoltan's not much better. We're not going to have the stuff for him.
Are you certain? I do it differently.
Oh, this is bad. That Tiff is even kept Igni at this point. I didn't want to play the Goliath there, just because it's going to overcome his officer, just in case he's got Shiru. Now we get last play Shoop, which is never a bad thing to do. And we can also Vilga Forts one of these little, the Doodah. Nothing really proactive apart from the goal yet.
Don't know if anyone's got any hooch left.
I don't see how we lose this. This is a pretty unlosable position.
As you command, Your Majesty.
Always willing, pal.
Reckon right!
22 points ahead.
You'll suffer the consequences of your foolishness.
An interesting choice.
Okay, no Shiru. It's fine, isn't it? Yeah. 25 strength Goliath. So we got a win, and we've done we're getting some ore for our cards for this free-to-play series. So we are 1-1 with this Shoop deck. I think I need to make sure I'm online on Twitch because I was accidentally streaming at 12k bitrate, which is my local recording bitrate. So there's a chance Twitch have just shut me off because I've been forcing too much data at the ingest servers. So let me just double check this on the Twitch website. If I can find a tab for this. Hello, tab. I am live. Good. Let me just check, see if Restream's working. Warning. Yeah, warning. Mixer doesn't seem to be working. I'll look at that later on anyway. I signed up for lots of things from the Restream this morning just to see how it works, how if anyone comes in from anywhere other than Twitch, because I haven't had much luck with the YouTube gaming. Why am I dropping frame? Oh, did I have to click that? Seriously. Let me get all my stuff back up because I just accidentally clicked something. I'm not dropping frames. Anyway, we are 1-1 with our shoe deck. Let's see if we can get to at least 3 wins. Somebody adjust this microphone.
To the dungeon with him.
Radovid.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Have we got many engines? Yeah, we do. We've got all our runestones as well. We'll throw away the strip runestone because that can be quite a big tempo play if we get like Jenge threat or something. We don't have our weather clear, so we'll keep hold of the Archgriffin for 1 more. Okay. So our only weather clear is the Archgriffin.
I need to smoke.
Can we lock that? I don't think we have a lock, do we? We don't have a lock. So we need either a lock or more than 9 points. Shit. How do we get more than 9 points? With this, don't we?
Get the move on, lads. Look alive.
Okay. So he's established his carryover, but he's given us the opportunity to get ahead of him. We'll play our engine here. We only need to get ahead of him by 1 point, just to keep encoding or loaded. Why the hell is this going on? 6,000. 6,000. I shouldn't be dropping frames. What's taking up my frame rate? I bet it's Chrome, the resource hog. Sorry guys, this is a bit annoying. Let me open Task Manager and see what's going on. Chrome. Bloody hell. It's usually Twitch. Oh, I'm on this as well. On the Restream. What did he do? Oh, Sabbath. This gets ahead of him, right? It must have renew. We could just pass here. We can't deal with it, can we? Let him have this round. Hopefully my encoder's working properly now. I don't need to play into a Sabbath there. The Strigo obviously doesn't kill it because it's a monster unit. If he's got renew, we need a way to deal with that, and usually a big unit will do it. So we can just Goliath if he plays Renew. He's not playing Renew. So we could just cycle our deck. What would we eat though? We could try to get Markvarg. But that usually represents some decent utility later on. We need our Arch Griffin. Stefan Skellen, of course.
What do you need me to do?
We need to guarantee our Shoop. I don't know why I was thinking there. It's pretty easy. Shoop, shoop. I'm okay with this hand. We know Vilgefortz isn't anywhere near the top, so we don't really need to cycle for him. What can we eat? I suppose Runestone can be... No, if we get Jenge, then we don't want to be doing that, do we? Was Deathmaw near the top? You could just play Goliath, then when he gets down to low health, we could just replay him again. Now we've got something to do. We can just trigger that, can't we? He can't hit anything. He has to hit one of his own units because it's monster units. Oh, that's funny. God. I might even pull this back to hand.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Skjal into what? Nothing. I've got no more cursed things in deck. Darren for the Ifrit.
No. No!
Come on, let's go. Time to face our fears.
How do we deal with that? Bloody flail seems like a decent way to get rid of it. It doesn't mean hit. It doesn't say hit an enemy, does it? Deal 5 damage. Okay, so we can bloody flail here.
It seems you bleed.
Asking me for help. Now that's smart.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Unfortunately, this is going to be out of Strigger range soon.
To the dungeon with him.
Do we have enough points in hand? We're 2 points behind on even. He's got an engine, we don't. We can hit this guy and then hope the Ifrit hits him, but what are we toading in that case? Zoltan maybe? Zoltan's points. What are we cursed toading? The Ifrit's not going to hit him, is it? Let's just toad the Ifrit. This is 14 points. Oh, we've got Vilga thoughts. Maybe we don't want to eat Ifrit then. Yeah, we can eat Ifrit. Not a bad pull! Vilga, Vilga, Vilga.
Troops, here now! Always willing, pal.
Reckon right!
No Gigny. Ah, you mother trucker! I got Gignied. What an idiot. Played right into it, didn't think it through.
Not a bad idea.
I'm itching for that battle.
Quite the menial task.
He got a 24-point Igni off. Now he can't scorch us, so he mustn't have been planning on scorching us. Oh, that's 68. Never mind, we missed 2 points there.
I am sadness.
Can we replay? We can replay a unit, can't we? Quick shoop options. Shoop options. Where's it at?
Shoop madly made. Shoop rock drop you.
I am sadness.
Close ranks!
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Close ranks! By the great sun! To thee, the gloire!
You will see it in your dream. There is no good, nor evil, only pain.
Not you again! You shan't get free!
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Yes, Dwan.
To work! Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard!
Well then, let's get to work.
Follow me this way.
Quite the menial task.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
I can use a pipe.
Ackers!
Vriad!
Oh, blast this cold.
Blood alone can my maid's honour unbesmirch.
Shoot! Shoot!
I'm on it.
Stand and fight, cowards! wasn't built in a day.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Sure, you can pet him, long as you don't mind losing an arm.
Thanks, Noratech. I don't know why that was muted. I don't remember pressing the hotkey. Oh, YouTube recording failed. I don't think it's been muted for too long, hopefully. Thanks for telling me, though. Oh, what an idiot. How are you doing today? How is your Sunday going? What an idiot.
Interesting.
Scotch? That it does, that it does.
Aye, soon as I finish my pipe.
I've got to overcome 11. I could MES trigger, then that should be enough, shouldn't it? And then put the trigger back in my hand.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
No, it's just me being stupid. Never mind. Welcome to the stream anyway. Ah.
Mahakam wasn't built in a day.
Can we lock that? Don't think we can. We can Stefan Skellen now though. To what do we want? Our Vilga forts, definitely. So now we've got a huge Vilga forts.
As your imperial.
Oh, you motherfucker! He gave me a roach as well. He took my Vilga forts. Oh my god. That is tilting. And he gave me a roach. He gave me a roach. Oh. You absolute knob. Maximum tilt. That just happened.
Stitches get stitches.
We're playing in arena. We're using our free arena tickets, the 3 free ones that we get. And in arena, you can pick from any faction. You get shown cards from any faction. My Barbagazi is too small. I can't play Barbagazi. Why is I lining them all up on that row? How can I punish it? The answer is I could punish it with a Rot Fiend if I can never get him off. If I get a turn that's so low tempo that I can play him, then I will. Have you not dabbled in arena yet then, Noratech? Have you been away from the game for a while? Parasite? Another horn.
Ah, I can't be asked.
Perfect. He's in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 16-point turn next turn.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
The combos. I can't believe he took my Vilgathort, so. Yeah, Arena was released just this patch. I've been having loads of fun with it. Loads and loads of fun. We could shoot now and force him out of the round, but I don't think there's much point to that. Instead, I think we're just going to do the...
Always willing, pal.
Me! Hackers!
Check back in, saw my collection after beta was gone. Got shit from the bowels, didn't feel like playing anymore. It should have... I think it was wiped after closed beta, but they gave you all your kegs back that you bought. I don't think they gave you the kegs back that you earned in-game. And they also... I think they give you double end-of-season kegs as well. But I think it's worth getting back into if you're interested in it. If it interested you before, it's a vastly different game now. But it'll take a while to get back into it for sure. Oh, this is just going from bad to worse. This is going from bad to worse. How did he get 2 horns and a runestone and he's got all this carryover with 12 points behind? We have to win this round. We have to win this round.
Good Gwendy card. Best this.
That's fine. We have to go a card down, but his carryover means nothing because I can just dry pass. We have thrown away our win conditions, but oh, it's the best we could do out of a bad situation. We can't dry pass either because he's got Yarpin on board. Fuck me, that is the worst card we could have got. No, we can't win.
Salutations.
That was fairly low tempo though. Our Goliath's a 17. That means he has to play a 16-point card. Have you got a 16-point card, sir, or do we get our card back? Well, a 50-point card with a Siege Master. We're going to force him to commit something big here. And then we need to throw some rubbish back. He hasn't got any rubbish. He hasn't got... maybe the Temerian Drummer. Throw the Temerian Drummer back. Even though that's an 11. And a bear to make his draws worse. Skellige. I love Skellige. That's definitely my favourite faction.
If magic dies, this world dies with it.
We'll put Roach back in our deck in case we get Kian. So we've got Royal Decree out of his hand. That means he's got a handful of golds. So we've already lost this one. We shouldn't have played into the first round. An offensive Zarthisius. We're not getting this card back, are we? We're not getting a gold card. It's just seeing our deck. Let's force one last card out of him.
Don't know if anyone's got any hooks left.
What he plays here will be a Gremis. He's probably got Shoop, hasn't he? He's probably got Shoop. But at least none of us have got carryover. But I can't beat Shoop unless he gets something. Unless he get Kian, which I'm going to get something crap because he's used Zarthisius. No, we're not using Flail. Definitely not. Oh, okay, we lose. We lose. He's got 7 points. Why am I? I'm not going to bother waiting. So we are now 3-2. Let's go again. We got absolutely destroyed the last game. He charaded our Vilgeforts because we used Skellen.
You are here as a diversion.
He put our any
For my
golds
pleasure alone.
into the bottom of our deck with Zarthisius for round 3. We didn't stand much of a chance. We've only got one soldier. That's a little bit better. What are we eating? Asaya? Carryover? Clear? Damage? Engine? Okay. No messing about. Let's just dry pass.
What do you need me to do?
Can we have our Stefan Skellen, please? Yes, thank you. And we've got weather clear, so we can eat the Archgriffin if we wanted to.
Slaughter them to a man!
Vitek, down!
The revolution is inevitable, merely a matter of time.
A booster Goliath's an insane finisher, but watch him charade this like I did last game. Nope, no charade.
Back in line!
I shall not fail!
We'll get that into our hand just in case. This is good carryover. Do we eat the Archgriffin then? Or do we eat the Asaya? We may as well eat the Asaya. doesn't. I don't think it's Moraine unless he Morena. I mean, unless he hits something. It's probably just Teruvial. We don't have a lock.
Whoa, those scummers are in for a world of hurt.
That has to die, without a shadow of a doubt. But it has to. Yeah, okay. We'll just do it like this.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
Done, sire.
Okay. Shit. Now we can... Who plays that card? Nobody plays that card. Nobody picks that card. It's just a bad card. Now he has to pass anyway. Should we just take our weather clear back then? Do we take our weather clear? Yeah. He can get his card back. No, he can't, because we're still ahead of him. That was a bit... What's odd power? Like an odd number? I think it's just an odd number strength. If you're thinking about Kian, maybe. It's not Kian, is it? It's Sea Hill is the only thing I can think with odd power in it. Sea Hill. How are we gonna kill it now then? What if he's got weather? Play into one row and we've got an Archgriffin.
Well then, let's get to work.
I'm too old for this shit.
Our hand quality is pretty amazing here. He's starting to play out his golds. Is he looking to two round me? This is not going to happen. Not with the hand I've got. I've got a Sirinova. Sirinova finisher. What was that? Nature's Gift. Into Last Wish. Lacerate. Yeah. Priscilla gets worse in a short round 3. Zon's not much better, but what is he? He's an 8, 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Always willing, pal.
Reckon right.
He has to do 15 points, so I'm going to play the neophyte. Well, 14 points.
Treacherous witch.
That's unfortunate. To keep ahead of him, I can't clear the weather. He's going to get his card back unless I Priscilla. 15 plus 3. And then I can maybe Archgriffin afterwards, but that just depends on the tempo he puts out the next.
Are you certain? I do it differently.
So he's using his leader now. What cursed units can you get? Mork Varg, I suppose. Oh no.
What is it I fancy today?
Jesus Christ. Stop with the tempo. How do I end this? Do I just give him his... I'd have to... If I have to play 2 cards anyway, I may as well just play 1 card. Like, Shoop. Shoop strengthened to 25 should do it, shouldn't it?
Quite the menial task.
Oh my god.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I knew it could go wrong, but not that wrong. That is the worst card in my deck. And he doesn't pass. Why doesn't he pass? I think I'm just going to weather his whole board.
Double chase.
He's just got a handful of golds.
Human soup say.
I've still got Syrian over in my hand. So all that was to get down to one card, and I get last play, a 22-point last play.
Ryan!
Shoop. Hattori's getting nothing, right? Nope, Hattori's dead, so we'll just take Ida.
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
He needs to do 33 points in one card. No. Yeah, never mind. That's not going to do it. So we are now 4-2. I'm just going to shut these curtains. This sun's quite warm. Right then, so we are 4 and 2. We've got 1 life. We are on our last life. Let's go into game number 5. Well, game number 7, is it? No muted mic this time.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
We've got a good cycle. We can consume this. We don't have our monster's nest, so Rot Fiend isn't too great. This is anti-weather, but we've got death mode. We don't want this. We can swap this out. We can consume this. Zoltan, that's fine. Vilgefort's perfect. So, swap. Eat. This is a Vilgefort's target. Okay, we're okay with this.
I'm in no mood for jests.
Oh, he played Olgierd. We could put Olgierd back in his deck. No, we can't because it comes back out automatically. I'm just being dense. Is he going to dry pass here?
What is it now?
14. Have an 18. Please no Scorchio. Death mode isn't very good here, is he? Oh, I do have my Dwarven person who can boost by 3. But that means he gets his card back and we haven't defended our card. But it's the thing to do here.
Now we must stick together.
We have to give him his card back. We can maybe try and sheep into Resilience. Or we just Neophyte. Give ourselves some carryover. We're fine on even cards. We've got a decent hand, pretty much.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
The North shall tuck tail and beg for mercy.
That's definitely the best use of a Mia.
It's time.
If I flail and he jumps into that bloody... We could look for carryover ourselves, couldn't we? We could put Harold into the weather if we wanted. No, it's fog, isn't it? It's fog. That's going to be no good. I mean, we should just Blue Boy Lugo see for points, force him to take the pass.
For the clan! For Skelliger!
We're giving him pass equity. Then again, it'll be going into the last round on a card down. So you might not be too willing to pass here.
Always willing, pal.
Alright, CP Master, how are you doing, mate? How are you getting on? Again, this is awkward because, well, he's already had a chance to take his card, hasn't he? He's already had a chance to do so, and he hasn't done it. He knows we've got a death mode in our hand, so he's trying to force it out of us. But we can clear weather with Shoop, if we want to commit in this round. And our Blue Boy Lugus only gets better. So he's definitely trying to force us out of the round, but he can do it. I mean, how good's our Sire here? It's no good, is it? Oh, we're going to get 2 points here, whatever happens.
Blood and neck ends. Similian Vat.
How are you finding it? It's quite a steep learning curve, isn't it? Oh, you can pass here anyway. But at least we keep our death mode. That's fine. I may as well play 2 points of carryover. Or do we put some rubbish back into his deck? He hasn't got any rubbish. He's got a siege support. Oh, yeah. Flail's probably our worst card here, isn't it? So we're going to the last round on even cards, but he gets last say. Then again, we've got Shoop, Vilgefortz. Rotfiend, Vilgefortz combo. Or Zoltan, Doodoo. Or Doodah. No, we don't want that. Stop coming back into our hand. Now we've got the Rotfiend for a Ghoul on the Nilfgaardian Knight. Monster's Nest, I mean, not Rotfiend. Have we got any soldiers? He's a soldier. Let's just get our soldier out. Yeah, how are you finding the game? Are you having fun with it? Have you got over the initial learning curve? Or are you still chugging away at it? Medic is pretty good for him. We don't really want to miss our chance with the Ghoul, just in case he's got an Osril or something. So we're okay in the Nilfgaardian Knight now. Yeah, it's a really, coming from Hearthstone or Elder Scrolls Legends, it can be quite a difficult quite difficult. There's nothing we want to put back in any decks. This is just a body, an 11-point body. This gives him a Gigny target. Let's not do that.
Not fail.
So what card game are you coming from, CP Master? Did you come on the back of Crips streams, maybe?
I shall not repeat Emir's mistakes.
It's too late.
He's setting up a Gigny there. Or maybe that was just, maybe that was his best choice. So this is a Marana Runestone. Well, if he's gonna Gigny us, he's gonna Gigny us, isn't he?
Dies. This world dies with it.
What? Oh, someone's GG'd me like a million years late. We're not looking too great. I've never played Magic. I've got entry to the, is it the beta from MTG Arena? but like I said, I've never played Magic before, so it's quite a difficult one. I need to learn the whole game. Do we make the Gigny any better? I suppose we might have to. 2 points better. We are far behind. 10 points behind on even. We haven't seen any weather clear out of him. Let's just do it. Let's just go for it. YOLO, YOLO, YOLO. Skellige Storm, Dragon's Dream. If he wants to clear it, the Dragon's Dream's gonna go off. That wasn't too bad. And we've got Death Mold and Morana Runestone to trigger the Dragon's Dream. Sometimes you just have to go for it. I don't think you get to 4 wins without having a weather clear. I don't think he's played it yet, but we'll just see. This might be our out to catch him back up. So we can then play into that middle row, and then we can Rock Fiend Vilgefortz. And we can suppress that by not playing any special cards. We can suppress him into that row. Because he obviously hasn't got a weather clear. He knows we've got Death Mold in hand because we used it last round.
Double chase!
That gives us a Vilgefortz target. On the Vilgefortz is a Rock Fiend, what am I talking about? That's a pretty decent Gigny.
No interest in politics.
So he set it off himself.
Dragons in the sky, the fighting has begun. Shadow versus light, and who will stand when it is done?
There is so much you cannot
His
see.
pride, his destiny calls. Inquisitor, your hand will reprimand before he falls. Now are the
Oh, nice.
days of wine and gilded arms. Now are the days when magic is reborn.
Is it 4 damage? 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Not bad. Is this more? No. Is that more? No, it's played around the lane. So now we're forcing him to play into the front row. But we still get value on our Rock Fiend, I'd say. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Well then, let's get to work.
If we hit the ghoul, it means we've got 2 points for the Rock Fiend. So we're not taking value away from it. Now it's probably about what we get out of the Vilgefortz. If we get Priscilla or Goliath, we're in a good place. Now it's not even worth using our Rock Fiend. We may as well just hit this Archgriffin.
You mistake stars reflected in a pond for the night sky.
Oh. Worst card in our deck, of course.
Officer, I'm a gentleman.
Never mind. We took a risk and it didn't pay off, and it's actually punished us quite dearly. So we got to 5 wins, was it? 4 wins, 5 wins? I can't remember. Either 4 wins or 5 wins, but we've lost this. Because we picked a card that we shouldn't have picked. We had no right picking. If that was anything else, we'd have had a good chance of winning. Nice. Sometimes it happens. I mean, card advantage is absolutely crucial in this game, but sometimes, you know. So we've got 4 wins, whatever, it's fairly average. We've got 65 ore. Let's go and open 2 kegs and see what we get for our free-to-play constructed play. We've still got another 2 arena runs to do. Or we can open 4 kegs. Right, so this is 22 kegs. Let's update this, the keg counter, while we remember. 22. Right. More war dances. I feel like we've got an absolute ton of these.
Now for more.
We have to take the premium here. It's a good card as well. How many of these are we getting? Getting a war dancer every time. Oh, this is an Igni, without a doubt. This is good. Sweet. We've got an Igni. We've got a Lucky. We've got a. Oh, let's get these 2 other. Who goes in any deck? What's happening? Why have we lost our? Hello. Can you not? It's not taking my mouse inputs. There we go. Card kegs. Let's try that again. Sweet. Why? I've got 200. Why won't you let me open? Click. Click. Oh, yeah, my UI is dead. So it lets me click on this, but it won't let me click on this. Okay. I'm just going to exit Gwent and restart it. And then we'll open the last 2 kegs. Yep, fire away, CP Master, fire away. We'll see if the UI is working now. Thank you.
Ahoy, hoy, human friend. Shoot, won't see what wow inside.
Ta-da!
Wow.
Decent. Not bad cards.
Oh.
I'm more inclined to go with the Herbalist here. It's not a terrible card. None of them were really great picks. But I am building more towards Skellige Scoia'tael for this free-to-play one. Good. We could take another Pyrotech. This is not very good. Well, it can be tempo if we've got some of the Ancrate Raiders or whatever they're called. We haven't actually put the Pyrotech in our Dwarves deck. We haven't bothered with it, have we? Then again, if we wanted to make a Sirinova deck, we'd have to have 2 of each. And this is just a bag. It's not a very good card. Let's take the second Pyrotech here. So yeah, we've done an arena run. We've opened Geralt Igni, which can go straight into our deck without a doubt. It'll go to every deck that we use. We're not going to get a replacement for Igni, I don't think, in this free-to-play run. And yeah, we've done pretty well. We've got above average arena with 4 wins. And I think for the next set of episodes, we're going to do more arena. We're just going to use our free arena tickets. And again, we're going to use all that we get from them arena runs to just buy kegs. We're not going infinite or anything like that. And I will catch you next time. Right. Sorry, that might sound a bit weird, but I am recording for YouTube, as the title says, while I'm streaming. So you can ask a question if you still want to. I'm just gonna go grab another cup of coffee, and I will answer your question when I get back. And thanks for watching, mates. Appreciated. It's good to have you here. No, someone was trolling you. They might have been talking about if they put a... Sorry, I just whacked my mic. If they put a boon on one of their rows, like from Early Ancestors or Golden Froth, then you can overwrite it with your weather. But you don't generally put weather on top of weather, because it's just a bit of a waste, isn't it? Unless you put rain on a row, which is probably the worst weather, and then you draw into fog or frost, and then you can just re-fog or frost it, but it's not usually worth it. You're usually better off just like filling up as many rows as possible. But like I said, you can overwrite their boons with your hazards. What we're doing now? What are we doing? What are we doing? I think I need to phone my mother. It's Mother's Day, so I need to phone my mother before it gets too late. It's only something to 2. I think I'm going to end the stream here for my mum and maybe record some stuff offline. But thanks for dropping by, CP Master. And yeah, I think that's it for today for the stream. Catch you later.